Willkommen Sarina Panahideh und Moné Sharifi. Wir werden jetzt etwas über das sprechen, was wir gesehen haben. But first I want to have another applause to those wonderful two artists. Sarina Panahideh is here in Germany since March, and she came from Berlin to do this performance here today and also to show the videos, and we will see another one in the end. So her roots are in theater and physical theater, and she started very early in age, and she never stopped because she wants to be a voice for her people and a voice for the woman in her country. And what's crucial to this is she's not rooted in a tradition of theater that's connected to the spoken word or to text theater, but she emphasizes the body and the body expression. And I would like to talk to you a little bit about it. So the first video we saw is Sequence, and it is made in Sarandaj.
Yes.
Yes, and Sarandaj is a Kurdish city, and we found out that both of them are from Sarandaj, and they speak Kurdish and have the same mother tongue. They found out when we all connected and when we all met. So the words woman, life, freedom, they have their roots in the Kurdish language. So it's
jîyan, Azadî.
Jîyan, Azadî.
Yes.
What we know as woman, life, freedom is based in, the movement started in Kurdistan.
Yes, it started in Kurdish part of Syria, they call it Rojava, around I think 40 years ago. And it was also for protests that they were doing, and still even when there is any protest in any part of the Kurdistan, this is one of the main sentence that everyone is using during the protests.
And the first video sequence is done by another director. Her name is Negar, and she's a friend of you, and you wanted to say something about her.
I really want to say how brave they are that they agreed to show this video that is a work of 6 girls, including myself, and the project is for Negar Roshani, and they are still living in Iran. And it meant a lot to me that they agreed for the first time to show it in this Ludwigsburg festival. And we did it in Sanandaj, and all of us, we are Kurdish, and we did this project 6 years ago, but actually the concern, you can consider it even for now.
So we saw it the first time. It was first time shown in the public,
yes.
Like today for you.
Yeah.
So why couldn't you show it before?
When I had the documentary with BBC, we were a bit scared for them and their safety, but then they agreed. So we decided to show it here, and then little by little we will publish it. And actually the thing is, when we were doing it, all the thing is so feminine, even the movements are a bit erotic, and you have to imagine the hair, you have to imagine this lady movements in the movement, and because of hijab or whatever you see in the video, you don't feel it.
So what we probably all know is that women in Iran, they can't sing in public or on stage, and they are not allowed to dance in public and on stage, and not touch any man or on stage. So tell us a little bit about your performance and the connection to the videos. And yesterday we spoke about the subject of eroticism,
yeah.
And how for us it is a way to express creativity, playfulness, sovereignty, to be secure in one's own body, and it's a life force.
I mean, it's a choice. In wherever you want to show your erotic part of your character, but the most important thing is you choose how to show it or how to be, and we really don't know it. We don't know how is it, because it's for a very long time. Also in my performance, I wish I had more time, and like to see this exhausted feeling even more and more and more. Even if I could run for half an hour, even if I can run, which I will do it in Berlin for 1 hour, to just show the way that we are following some patterns of the society. We become a part of system without even knowing why. We follow what they say without even knowing from where it got started. And after a while, when you find yourself, when you just face to a very normal body of yourself, you are lost because you're not sure if it's okay or it's not. And even if it be okay in some places that, for example, in our secret places for rehearsals, still you are not 100% comfortable. And I saw myself in Berlin, since I remember I had an open mind family, and I was in theater. We always have content rehearsals. We always touch ourselves in in exercises or whatever. I am not fully comfortable, and that's weird because I am free now, but I can't just immediately be like how people are here. Of course, girls here also have some problems, but it's just in a different texture. I mean, for me, I might not be okay or relaxed if I just be naked. The thing is not about hijab or it's just for a very long time you get used to these things and it's just hard to get rid of it. It needs a lot of time. And even those who are married, even those, there is a feminine, ladish part of you that you might never feel it in the way that it is in any explanation for whoever is explaining what is being a girl, being a lady, being whatever. But for me, sometimes I felt the lack of it because you can't feel it. I told you, Moné will talk about it later, but on the stage, you have to take care how do you look because they might stop it because of your body. And
so there's a big tradition of theater in Iran, of poetry, and I think the German people most of the time step into history of Iran with Khomeini and the Iranian revolution, one must say, because it wasn't in the beginning an Islamic revolution, because the people were united and had a lot of hope to change things for the better, but that didn't happen. And that's when probably most of you step into the history of Iran. But there is a big tradition, and there is also a long way for a bit of opening up and a bit more allowance to be free in the art, and then it shuts down again, and things are right now at the worst. But then we have the movement since last year, Women Life Freedom, and it is the biggest women's movement we ever had in history. And people just don't stop, and they are so brave, and they unite for just what is for us very, very, real, like human rights and freedom. So the body becomes an expression of this desire of freedom, and the body becomes the weapon when you go on the streets to proclaim this freedom for the woman in Iran. And I want to now go to you, Moné. So Moné is here since 2019, and she has been an actress in Tehran 8 years long. Now she's studying here in Ludwigsburg at the Akademie der Künste. And First, I want to emphasize what you just told me outside, because when the scarf was on the floor, the wind was coming under the scarf, and the pictures were all chaotic. So, what kind of impression was that for you?
Ach
so, wir wollten Deutsch sprechen.
Ja,
hast du mich verstanden?
Also ich habe davor diese Performance zweimal in einem geschlossenen Raum habe ich auch das aufgeführt, und heute war total interessant, weil ihr habt auch geholfen, dass dieses Kleid einfach halten, und das war so wie Solidarität, und dann die Bilder waren einfach im Wind, und das war in einem Moment, ich dachte, das ist mein Land, es ist also einfach so, mein Land ist einfach so im Wind. und alle wollen helfen und alle wollen auch was machen. Und die Bilder, die in dem Wind waren, die waren auch die Menschen und die getötet würden oder hingerichtet würden.
Und wir haben gesehen, dass es wirklich sehr, sehr junge Menschen sind. Ein Mädchen war darunter 6 Jahre alt. Und wir haben euch ein bisschen Zeit gegeben, nicht nur zu sehen, dass da Bilder sind, sondern auch genauer hinzuschauen. Wer ist das? Welchen Namen haben sie? Wie alt sind sie? Und was haben sie gemacht? Und vielleicht möchtest du jetzt etwas erzählen und darauf eingehen, dass Execution Realität ist heute im Iran von jungen Menschen, die so wunderbar sind, die so viel Leben in sich tragen, die leuchtende Augen haben. Möchtest du ein bisschen darüber sprechen?
Ja, seit Anfang der Revolution, China-Revolution, mehr als 70 Minderjährige getötet würden und mehr als 100.000 Leute sind gerade im Gefängnis und viele haben auch Todesurteil bekommen. Und nur am Mai, ich habe auch gelesen, dass 90 Leute hingerichtet würden. Jeden Tag mehr als 10 Personen. Wir kriegen jeden Tag so die Nachrichten. Stehen wir auf und die Nachrichten einfach, kommt 3 Leute in Karaj, in Isfahan hingerichtet würden, einfach weil die haben letztes Jahr haben die protestiert, eine Straße. Und geht's weiter und mehr als 500 Leute seit Oktober, glaube ich, hingerichtet würden, gerade im Iran, von islamischer Regierung. Wir wollen einfach die Iranian People, dass wir im Exil sind, versuchen wir seit Monaten, das einfach aufmerksam zu machen. Und wir sind einfach Stimme von unserer Familie, von unseren Freundinnen, die gerade im Iran sind, wie meine Familie, die sind auch in Kurdistan. Und am Anfang war gar kein Internet, gerade ist besser, aber 1-, 2-mal pro Monat können wir einfach kurz per WhatsApp einfach reden. Und das ist schwer und wird auch schwer. Und deswegen, wir können nicht aufgeben. Das muss weitergehen. Das muss weitergehen. Und gestern Abend, viele Leute waren wieder in der Straße. Und wenn ich höre, dass gerade 80% von Frauen im Iran ohne Kopftuch, also nicht nur Kopftuch, gehen einfach so mit Top und Shorts einfach in die Straße und es ist gefährlich, die bekommen einfach Strafe oder einen Brief vom Gericht, aber die machen das, weil es gibt ein Zitat, die sagen, dass wir haben einfach Grenze von Angst, haben wir überwindet.
Ja, was soll noch geschehen? Es ist schon alles passiert. Ja. Und dann verliert man seine Angst, ja. Und ja, möchtest du noch ein bisschen erzählen? Also es gibt ja den stately rooted Ershad, dieses Ministerium für Cultural Guidance.
Ja, das ist Ershad, genau. Ershad ist Ershad.
Ja. Und es sind sehr diverse Leute, die dabei sind. Es sind Geistliche, es sind auch regimetreue Künstler, sehr verschiedene Leute. Und sie haben die Möglichkeit, jede Performance, also es gibt eine freie Theaterszene oder eine nichtstaatliche Theaterszene, die viel im Untergrund weiterleben, weil der Ershad schafft es einfach nicht, das komplett zu unterdrücken und das komplett auszulöschen, die Kunst, den Willen auszudrücken und zu zeigen, was ein gesellschaftlicher Spiegel ist, was passiert unter den Menschen. Ja. Und sie haben aber die Möglichkeit, bevor jede Aufführung zu kommen und whatever it is, was auch immer, zu kritisieren und zu zensieren, sei es vielleicht eine bestimmte Bewegung, ein Wort, was auch immer es ist. Und wie war das für dich, Moné, als du 8 Jahre in Teheran
Ja, ich habe 8 Jahre in Teheran im Theater gearbeitet als Schauspielerin und immer, bei mir war so dieser Druck und Diskriminierung zweimal, weil ich bin Kurdin und ich gehöre zu Ethnien im Iran Und da gab es nochmal einen Druck wegen meiner Sprache.
There is a saying, I just want to jump in with the saying, it's Kurdistan is the eye and the light of Iran. You know this?
Ja. Das war also eine Parole, die haben auch in der Revolution überall haben auch das gerufen. Ja, und dann immer mit Hijab-Zwang auf die Bühne gehen, nicht tanzen, nicht singen. Und die Bewegungen muss auch so bestimmte Bewegungen sein, dass man nicht das erotisch wahrnehmen kann. Und es gibt immer diese Erschad, kommt eine Woche davor, eine Woche vor Aufführung und sitzen einfach da und wir müssen alles zeigen. Und die können alles kritisieren, Thema und Kostüme, aber die meisten betrifft nur die weiblich gelesene Person. Und das ist so schwer. Ich habe 100-mal wegen meinem Körper, wegen meiner Kostüme, habe ich auch so kritisiert wurde und die haben auch das korrigiert. Sonst dürfen wir nicht einfach aufhören. Aber es gibt, wie du gesagt hast, es gibt so eine Underground-Szene im Iran, im Tanz und im Theater. Denn ich und Sarina haben wir auch gemacht. Und dann, wir laden einfach die private Gäste von uns. Und es ist gefährlich, aber es ist sehr, sehr lebendig. Und es ist da und passiert genauso freie Kunst wie hier. Aber so underground.
And Sarina, you come up from a theater background, which is physical theater, but then dance enters more and more your work. Can you say something about what dance means to you or what the role of dance is in your work?
When I moved to Iraq in 2019, well, I'm coming first from the classical theater that it is, like the normal way that you use the script and stuff, but then by time we wanted to go through the modern theater more, and we were always interested in movements and body and how you can say things without talking. So this kept in my mind, and it was there in some workshop that I went in Tehran. And even it's funny that our workshop was not legal. Like our workshop that somebody was coming from outside for contemporary dance, we were doing it illegal in somewhere that they cannot see us, so we can be comfortable and we don't have to have hijab, and especially girls and boys together. When I went to Iraq, there was that city that I was there in Kurdistan, there was no theater. So I was very depressed for the first 6 months, so I decided to how can I do more solo projects, because even if you have a solo theater that you talk, people don't come because they didn't see it, they don't know what it is. So I started dancing in public with 2 of my friends, a lot in Iraq, that you will see it later on.
Yes,
the video for freedom. And we used to go and just dance in restaurants, in square, on the street, to just let people get used to see someone that is moving. It doesn't have to be, because they think dance, it's just ballet. They don't have an idea that dance can be a way of expression, can be something modern as well. We do have contemporary dance, it has its own history. I mean, I just wanted to introduce it, like since 2019, non-stop. I did it until the protest happened in Iran. And then I decided first I wanted to record some videos with acting and just show how I feel about what's happening in Iran. And then I decided, so since I'm doing it, let it be some motivational for the girls and for people to think, yes, we are not there, but also we feel them. And we can support with our art, and especially I think art is the way that it can go international, and you can let people to hear the voice more, and you can raise the awareness without even talking. So I decided to go to make some video arts project by project and try to continue this to raise the awareness each time a topic that is my own concern, it's my personal concerns, that I put it in the videos or any performance that I'm doing, to just say what's happening in Iran, because it's way different with how people think what is going on inside, and it's way different with just what you see in the news. We do have friends that are leading the protest. I have a friend that got bullet, And she is still continuing whatever she wants to do freely on Instagram. Anywhere that she has a voice, she talks, and she's not afraid. And like minimum thing I think as an artist I can do is just to continue.
The third video we will see shortly, Freedom, it is a very spontaneous thing in Iraq, so you're doing it on the streets. And I would like you to really watch the people reaction. At one moment you're on a square, and we know squares are shut down as well. And it's very interesting because Sarina is only surrounded by men in this moment.
There were women, but they were not confident to even walk forward to watch me. So they were going somewhere behind, or they will not show themselves, and they were not even feeling the existence that they are there. This is a public place, and also it's a religious place. On purpose, I was going there to let the most religious people see me, that I'm moving. And I am not naked, I am not doing anything super like open or something very different. It's just the body that is moving with a very normal clothes. And I think the reactions is showing, because it was shooted in 3 different cities, and you can see from each city, you can figure out their culture from the way that they react to my dance. Like you can see some cities are more open, some cities are more accepting what I'm doing. And Erbil, which is the most religious part of Kurdistan in Iraq, those places that I showed to you, and you will see it, the orange clothes, it's completely no acceptance, and even police stopped me and didn't let me to continue.
And you choose a certain song to be the music for this video. Can you tell us a little bit about the song, the text, also the meaning, and what role it has in the Iranian revolution?
I think whoever just heard about the protest in Iran already knows the song for Shervin Hajipur, and he made this lyrics from the tweets of people, and every single sentence that you hear it's exactly our normal daily life. For example, a part is talking about for dancing that is forbidden on streets, for kissing that is forbidden on the streets, for dogs that they will be killed because they are just dog and we are not allowed to have dogs even in public. Everything for freedom, which is a big part of the song. And in the last video you can see the exact meaning of each phrase, but I think that the reason that it went this much viral and people loved it, it's because it's coming from our daily real life, and it's our normal challenges daily that we go through, and you can hear it in a music that just now become a sign of the protest, now become the music of the protest, and it makes a lot of people did performances with music, so I just thought I should choose an element that can make people to see it, so they know it, they feel it more, and they realize what.
And you had a lot of viewers.
Yes.
For it. How many have seen it?
On BBC, I think something around first video, something around 3 million. And what was important for me actually was I don't care if they know me or not. All I care is that person there just saw that video once, and they can feel something different from what's happening inside. Because I know everyone knows hijab is something forced in Iran, but our only problem is not hijab. You can see how they look at you just because you're standing. And this is sad, because it comes to the system smaller. It comes to even your own family, maybe somewhere they don't know that how hurtful it can be. But as a girl, it's hurtful.
And can you say something about if we would put away this look at you, how men look at you, or how they want to define who you are? Could you say something about yourself which is true about you, like as a woman, like something that you want to?
For me, I am very simple myself, and I think I like people see me wherever it is, but just see me, not my body, not where I'm coming from, or like I just want to be as human, very normal between people. One time I realized in Berlin that I was cycling how much I feel power. what is cycling? Cycling is very normal. Why should I feel this much strong and powerful that I'm just cycling? Because it's forbidden for years. And also I was doing it in Kurdistan all the time, because Kurdistan is not that much strict like the other parts of Iran. But still imagine like these traumas, how will affect on you, and every single detail means a lot to you. For me, if somebody just faced to me and let me have the eye contact without feeling like something, like I feel strong. I don't have too much expectation. I just want to be who I am. Maybe I will never choose to be naked in public. But also, maybe I like to be like this. The point is, we are not allowed to choose. And I think I will do this until I breathe. I will continue it and I will never get tired. But I think that the duty of people outside Europe or wherever is to just not listen and understand. Like, oh, we understand. Oh, that's sad. We are sorry. That's not all it's matter. We want actions. We want pressure. We want to do something. We want to make it happen. Like, this pressure should be more. Execution is happening every time, and still Iran is a big part of you. And how this is possible? Like, I mean, we need the support of people more. And this will happen. Maybe now 20 people, maybe 2 months later, and we saw 1,000 people that were doing protests in different parts of all around the world, in US, Europe, even in Germany, a lot of times. And now that the protests start again, and I'm very happy about it, we need to do more action.
Yes.